trying to get some projects done that I've been holding off on until now. So there's I want to make I got a piece of stainless left over, nice piece of chunk here. I want to cut a 4-inch piece out of it and make a guide block. It's a simple job. It's not simple. It's nice to make, fun to make, and you can come along and watch. So let's get it going, and then got to get this piece cut, and then I can start. Let me show you the plans, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, it sort of works like this. You know, it's gonna be a 90-degree wedge cut. You know, but it's gonna be sort of like this. This is a guide that they use for drilling, so you can center things on a drill press. And this is going to be used for gauging and, you know, tapping. So drill or tap over a round object, dead center. So. Now I'm going to have to cut it to size. So yeah, it's about an inch. Alright, let me square it off and get it going. I'm going to put it on the milling machine, clean it up. Notice there's some nicks, sharp. Get this thing square as I can, and then I'm going to surface grind it. I'm going to make it into a nice 1/4-inch square piece of stainless. If it kills me. Stuff's nice to work with, but man, more of a rock. Alright, last cut. That was it. So, good. This stainless is non-magnetic, so I'm going to put it up in a vise and stick it on the grinder, and I'm going to grind it nice and shiny and flat. Okay, over to the grinder. Three more sides, and then I'm going to get it back on the bench and mark it for the holes and the 90-degree cut we got to make it. Alright. Yeah, I made this a little wider. I made it wider because I wanted a little more base on it. The height is 870. The width is 910. So, still going to go with the 5/8 V cut. So I found center, split it down the middle, took the total, 910 minus the 625, no, 910 minus 625, 321. Now we want two rail sizes divided by 2 equals 143. Alright, so 143 is the line. So I do 143, scrap, and then down the side, and then I'm going to load this like this and cut with a 1/2-inch carbide. I'm going to come in at an angle, so I'm going to be coming in like this. I should be able to get the hole. Yeah, it'll work. Alright, so I'm going to set up in the middle. Okay, let's get it going. Alright, so I got these two. You know, when you first start out, you start making wedges. Start making wedges and tools you're going to need when you start doing projects. So that's a good way to get going, is to start making accessories. Now I got to make sure this thing is straight this way. Yeah, I got to change the vise because I'm having a problem with depth. The Kurt, it's a big vise, so it kills you a little when you try to get up tight against the thing here for length. You know, if I had a Bridgeport, it would be different, right? But I don't. So we make it work with what we have. And this is what we have. It will work. Alright, so before I do that, I want to make sure I do have enough. I have a 4-inch smaller vise. I want to see how, of course, this thing's a baby. Compared to that thing. That's good. Half a thousand. You can live with that. Alright, well, it up, lock it down, then center the bar in there. That's okay. Alright, now I can set up the cutter. We get the 1/2-inch cutter in there, and now that I got it dialed in, it only took me a couple hours to switch all the vices around just to make one cut, but that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Like I say, you try to do it another way, and it'll screw up, and then you'll end up doing it over again. So yeah, take your time and set up. I'm very impatient myself, so I have to slow myself down to do the right thing too. So it's just a matter of you're talking to yourself. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, cutting the V. Got it set in and ready to go. Making sure everything's good, tight. Maybe a slow process of cutting, but gotta make sure everything stays put. I gotta cut all the way down to, I gotta keep going all the way to this line. Once I get to here, that'll make that V cut. Just a clean, sweep back. Alright. Back, flip it over and drill through these sides for the other holes. But this has to all be cleaned up. Yeah, it's so good. So I'm going to put it in the mill, use my DRO, and I'm going to zero here. This is 0. And then through each of my holes. Alright, let me set up on a vise and get it going. Alright, should be on the edge. Alright, so these are my sides. I'm going to have to run these numbers all the way down, all the way to the end. Set screws. Then we get the drilling going. Okay, last hole. This is for the 1/2-inch guide. Get some drill bits ready and get it on here, and let's get some drilling and it'll be done. You get a little cleanup, a quick one. We're gonna get this. I'll show you how to use it. I've never owned one before. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I have to set this up. I broke a drill bit in there, so I gotta get this thing off. Yeah. I think it's a transition from. Oh no, I see it broken in there. Shit hole. I needed. So, oop, give me that back. Okay, I'm on the last hole. Just gotta drill the 1/8 hole and then we'll be finito with it. Get it nice and shiny and finished, and then that'll be it for that. It's a quickie little tool to make, you know, for your shop. Sand some of these nugget marks out of here. A couple marks there. This. I was gonna grind them, but it's not that bad. I ground these sides. Then I'm gonna hand sand it. Clean up these ends. Yeah, one file I stuck in my grinder, surface grinder, and I ground the sides so you can make your own files. Unplug the lights. There you go. Lights, camera, action. Being it's stainless, I'm going to polish this. Why not? It's a small project, but they're fun to do. And keeps your machines on and keeps you moving, you know. I'm starting to break it down to the different sandpapers and get it to where it's going to really look nice. I went from a real coarse to down to this. And then I'm probably going to get the Dremel out. Alright, continue polishing. Shine on that. Stainless is nice, huh? Nice out today. Sunny. Getting warmer out. Hopefully the winter is coming to a slow end. I like working in the shop, but I like being outside too. One time polish. So I'm going to work it over some more and then finish it up, and then I'm going to sand just these tops. It'll give it a little contrast, different color, and then that's it. Stomped it, finished cleaning it, and then we'll get the final product. Broke out the Dremel. Yeah, I want to polish it more. Make it nice, right? Alright, finally finished. Finished with the tap guide block. Came out really good. So let me show you how it came out. So you can use it for drilling or tapping. So let's say you want to tap or drill a hole in this thing. That's it. And you find your size, drill, it'll center it. Go to a big pipe, use the 1/2 inch. So get your dead center, a little 3/8, or a tap. Yeah, it's a good little project, quickie, but it's a good little tool to add to your collection, you know. So something to build, something to do. So that's it, then. All right. So next one, and hasta la vista. See ya.